Single leg glute bridges are much more challenging than a regular glute bridge, but they are a must if you have an imbalance between your hips, if one glute is stronger than the other. So start laying on your back with your knees bent. For these, start with your feet together. It makes a huge difference. So feet together, knees together. Press up into a regular glute bridge, creating a nice straight line from your knees to your shoulders as much as you can without overarching that low back, so keep that core engaged. And you're going to use your thumbs to help you notice how your hips are doing as you do this exercise. So you want your thumbs pointing straight up, your fists resting on your hip bones, and you're going to watch and see that your thumbs stay at the same height. They'll help you notice if one hip is dropping down more than the other. And then you can engage your core a bit more, engage the glute a bit more, and balance everything out. So once you're pressed up into that glute bridge, you're going to shift your weight to one foot and straighten the other leg out. So you're creating a nice straight line with one leg. Try to hold right here so you're really engaging through that glute of the foot that's still down on the mat, and you're engaging through your core too so that you're not loading into your low back. You can hold this, or when you first start, you'll probably just make it to straightening one leg up and then bring it right back down and switch sides. Try to hold that bridge as you switch to the other leg, and then lower your hips down to reset for the next round. So here you can kind of watch and see what my hips are doing. I wiggle a lot as I do this because I'm not very good at this exercise yet. It's something that you'll work up to. So the key here is just getting that glute engagement, getting that core engagement, and keeping your hips at the same level. So start with your back on the mat, press up into the glute bridge, raise your right leg straight out. Try to keep it at the same level as your left thigh. Hips stay level. If you can hold it for a count of 5 to 8 to 10. Work your way up, and then lower your right leg down, and then switch. Maintain that bridge, raise your left leg. Keep breathing as you do this, especially once you start holding each bridge. It's really key to make sure you continue breathing, no holding your breath. Makes it even harder to do this exercise. And you'll notice it might feel like there's a lot of strain or a lot of pressure across your low back and sacrum. So if there's pain in your low back, you need to decrease the range of motion and make sure that you're really engaging your glute and your core. Pain in the low back is usually means you're not engaging your core well enough. And it's very normal to feel a lot of tension across that low back and sacrum because that is the area that's learning how to stabilize your pelvis here. So if you get a lot of tension there, just when you're done, you can roll into the happy baby and just stretch out for a minute. But this will help a lot with your pelvic stability, your hip strength, your glute strength, and it will help balance out any imbalance you have between your glutes.